Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm live. I say that every time, but it shows up on my screen you are live, but you never know with the delays and such and such. But oh well. Welcome to another Thursday and another stream. How are you today? I am Oh god. Shut up me. Shush, shush. There I go. I forgot I had it open. I thought I had like a timer already. Let's not kid ourselves. I would never have a timer ready. But oh well, here we are. So, what are you guys working on today? I am a little bit tired today. I've had a long day at work. Or not a long day, but a lot of stuff happened, and I'm still in training, so I'm still like um trying to learn all the new bits and bobs, and you have to be like turned on in the brain all the time, so I'm kind of like a little bit slow now. But yeah, so today I have I'm gonna start on chapter 15 today. I read through chapter 14 of my third draft yesterday. I really like chapter 14. It's kind of like I like it because it's kind of like slow paced. Unlike my other chapters, there's not like a super lot happening, and at first glance you're like, but why is this happening in this chapter? And then you get like the backstory and uh, more of my main character's thoughts and stuff like that. So I was kind of like, oh my god, that's kind of good. I didn't have to change much. Still had to do a lot of grammar fixing, but that's okay. That's just fun. That's what I find in my editing process right now, that this is not so bad. But yeah, so let's see who is here. Cookie, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All of the cats in the chat. Do you like cats? I wonder. I'm more of a dog person myself. uh Jules, welcome. You will be finishing your lunch and then you will join the sprints. Amazing. And then a smiling cat. I like it. Very good. I have my tea here today. It's very good. As always, it is what's it called? Yes, raisin, cinnamon, apple tea with honey in it. It's very good. uh Writing Rose, hello, 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 welcome. How are you doing today? Jen, hello, welcome. Oh, it's 12 a.m. Friday. Oh, Friday. Oh, jeez. Cookie, let us know where are you from? Because my brain suck at time zones. So I'm kind of like, is it which countries are like in the future from my perspective? That's kind of weird to think. You're in the future relative to me. That's very cool. So maybe you are like east of me, like maybe Indonesia, Australia. Philippines. Okay, very good. I said Indonesia-ish. It's kind of over there. Very cool. Very cool. I like it. Yes. Whew. Okay. Tea. Mm-hmm. And I've need to give like a little update because I'm really liking this new schedule that I have now. Because in like a week, I've done more, or I've done more consistent work than I've done in like a month teaching. So, yeah, I have more free time. Who would have thunk? Okay, so let's see. I think we're just gonna jump into a sprint quite quickly because I'm on a roll, or I won't jinx it. I'm doing good ish. But let's see if I can find a timer. Trusty old good HK Darkwood. She has so good timers. Let's see. What about a horse timer this time? Yeah. I do not want the clickety clacky sounds. What about you guys? Do you like to have your own music, or do you need ambient sounds? What are you like? I mean, I like some ambient sound, but not on a stream where you uh, put the audio through, where you listen to the ambient sound through the streamer, because then it just sounds tinny and not very good. So yeah. Okie dokie. I think we're gonna start with a 15-minute one as usual. I didn't take it exactly. Well. Just to like find our documents and get into our stories again, I think. Ooh, Cookie, you often do stuff with podcasts on. Absolutely. That's a good way. Good way to do stuff. I mean, I love doing like cleaning and house chores and everything. Then I need to have something, listen to something. I stumbled over like the algorithm is weird because suddenly I stumbled over an Australian radio program called Jason Lauren, and now I've been listening to that for a year, I think. It's not like extraordinary, but it's pretty good, and I really like the Australian accent. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. I can't do it while I write though. Then I need like something without lyrics or without talking. But yeah. Uh yeah, same, Jen. You love podcasts, but you can't write with one playing in the background. Or I could technically, but then then I wouldn't hear anything of the podcast either way. So okay, it's like that for you too, Cookie. When you write, you have to pause the podcast. Jen, when you worked in an office, you'd listen to podcasts all day long. Cool. It's the only thing you miss about that. Ooh. What kind of work did you do where you could also listen to a podcast? Then uh, I could do that with like automation, with automatic, where you like just punch in numbers and don't have to think a lot. Then I could do that, but I can't do that if I had to concentrate even a little bit. Oh, you stumble into a whole bunch of knitting podcasts on YouTube. And there are many knitting podcasts. What? How does a knitting podcast work? Is it like, do they tell you about knitting? Do you learn about knitting, or is it like they knit and tell stories? Because that I would listen to. uh, like listening to old grandmas talk shit while they knit. I could get into that. Mm. Mm. Jen, you have never looked for a podcast on YouTube before. Mm, I like I like it sometimes. I mean, podcast is primarily an audio thing, but for example, Ear Biscuits, the Good Mythical Morning that Rhett and Link has, they also put like a video version of their podcast on it. And sometimes it's nice to watch it too. Okay. Writing Rose, you like listening to instrumental music, especially anything pirate inspired at the moment. Cool. Does your story have anything to do with pirates, perhaps? Perhaps. But yeah. Ooh. I I love the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack, but it just gets me too hyped. Then I would be like, dun, 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 and I couldn't write anything. Yeah, that would definitely happen. It would. Oh, cool. Okay, so they talk in the knitting podcasts about work in progress and yarns they bought and so on. Cool. I'm I'm amazed by, I mean, I shouldn't say a simple subject, but if we just take like knitting, I know how to knit like a scarf. Nothing fancy. But I would be hard pressed to like find something I could talk at length about uh, with knitting. But I mean, go for it if you can. Yes. Okay. So I said we were going to get started quite fast, but then 12 minutes go by and I'm still talking. But oh well, I think we should start the first sprint. And as always, as I am, uh, English is not my first language, and I want to spread like Norwegian ism over author tube. Let's count to three in Norwegian, and then we will start our first sprint. So, ein, to, tre, og gå! That was the first sprint over. How did you do? I procrastinated a bit. Was on Instagram a little bit, but I started chapter 15, and uh, it sounds like I'm bragging quite a lot, or to me at least it sounds like it. But um, I'm I'm in the good part now. The first 7, 8, 9, 10 chapters um, of my story was pretty awful. Very, very much telling, not showing, very much uh, info dumping, description loading. So I had to rewrite those. But I tell myself that I wrote those first 8 chapters like almost 2 years ago. And now that we're getting into the middle bit and the end of draft 3, uh, that's where all my progress is showing, I think. So now I actually kind of lost myself in the story just reading it, and I pictured how it looked. So that's, I think it's my mm, like a good sign that a story is like my favorite books. They are all stories where I can like just forget that I'm reading, and I'm kind of like watching a movie in my head. And for 2 pages here, I got that. That's pretty nice. I like it. So, yeah. uh, so cool. So basically, I'm just like uh, doing fixing grammar right now. But we'll see how the whole chapter comes together in the end. So, where did we leave off in the chat? Yes, we were talking about knitting podcasts and stuff like that. And yes, writing rows while you were listening to uh, pirate ambient sound or background music. You are writing a fantasy romance with pirates, but it's a whole mixture of things, really. Cool. You agree with the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack? It's too fast paced. Yeah, you kind of just want to like jam. It's not writing conducive. Or if you want to get into like a mood, into a fiery, I'm gonna write this boarding scene with swish swash swashbucklers. Is that what it's called? Yeah, either way, if you want to write a scene like that with a lot of action, I think that's good to like get you in the mood and pump you up. But I can't do it while writing. I wish I could though. um Jen, you should at least, or you think you should at least listen to something while you write, but you haven't found anything yet. My go-to is what's it called? It has changed a lot because of copyright reasons, but if you search like cello Studio Ghibli compilation, uh, something like that, Studio Ghibli medley cello or something like that on YouTube. It's very good. That's the one that I like at least. Um, when you think of Norway, you think of the song Norway by Beach House. Beach House, don't know that. Oh, okay, Karl Ove Knausgård, okay. You know what? I shouldn't judge. The only thing I know about Karl Ove Knausgård is what I've read in the media. I have not read his books. So I shouldn't really be judging something that I don't know anything about. But he was quite famous in the Norwegian news gossip space because people were wondering who he was writing about. Uh, and there were quite parallels to his family and siblings and also famous people, I think. Oh well. But I actually have no idea what his books are about. That's quite embarrassing to say, I think. Hmm. Maggie, you are stopping by to drop a like before you have a 6-hour blackout. Why? Are you like voluntarily doing a 6-hour blackout? Or is it like a storm or something? Oof, you're probably not here, but I hope it doesn't last 6 hours and I hope it flies by. But thank you. Thank you. We will take it with us. Yes, all the cats. Nibble the numbs and hydrate or dihydrate. Absolutely. Words of wisdom. Was anyone else having trouble with this stream? Oh no. You had to restart it. Yeah, it mine too does that sometimes. I think it's kind of like do you get like an error message where it's like a circle with an I in it and then it's like something went wrong and then you have to refresh it and then it's suddenly there. I get that a lot of times. I don't know why. But okay, good. That it's all good. Elizabeth? Who's Elizabeth? uh, oh, okay. Thank you for advice, Rachel. Even though the draft is a lot of info dumping and telling, it gives you a guideline to go by. Absolutely. You just have to change the wording. Yes. So that was quite nice that I didn't have to rewrite or like restructure anything. That I had already done in draft 2 because then that was like the big restructuring, replotting, actually finding a plot uh, that I did in draft 2. So it wasn't so much as I have to change the whole story and I have to like uh, do major structural changes, but I had to change the wording and like how I presented details. So that was challenging, but also fun. So yeah. Writing Rose, you used to info dump so much. You think most writers do until they learn how to weave in the backstory and world. Absolutely. And that's the hardest part, I think, because I struggle a lot with dialogue. I'm I struggle how to like make it sound like they're actually talking and not like stilted and just too much so that they're like, oh, they're just having this conversation to show you details. It shouldn't be like that. It should be organic, I think. But yeah, you're quite right. Weave in backstory and world. Make the reader intrigued by what you're writing. Yeah, that's the whole deal, I think. Oh yeah. Your computer just gets slowed down with live streaming. It gets fixed when you close and open again. Yes, that happens to me sometimes too, where I'm on a stream and suddenly it isn't like live showing. It isn't like direct. It's slowed down that you can see it has buffered up until like it's live, but for some reason it's slowed. It's weird. Is it the internet connection or is it just like YouTube fuckery? Maybe. writing Rose, same. You love dialogue, but sometimes your sentences are too long and complicated. Same, same. And I do a lot of the how to explain this in English. This is good. This is part of the reason why I do streaming, because I need to try to explain things in English and practice my English. I have this problem where I do like um, passive words, where instead of like, I'm gonna try to find an example. What did I do? Instead of writing like he picked up the spoon, I write the spoon was picked up. Uh, Sometimes that works, but I do, when you do a lot of that, I think it's not so dynamic that I want it to be. I think that's the right explanation. Because when he picks something up, it's more like, okay, he's actually doing it. But if it's like the spoon was picked up by him, it's more stilted, and it doesn't sound like he is actively right now doing it. Make sense? Maybe. I think that was an okay explanation. But yeah, so I've done that a few times in my draft, and it's kind of like, why? So I've changed that. And also yeah, I a lot of the times I can understand where me as a writer thought that was a good idea, and then when I get like a distance from it, then I figure out that okay, this doesn't make a lot of sense, or this isn't that clear to me as it was when I wrote it. So yeah. Okay, good. Okay, it makes sense. Good. Yay. uh Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I'm trying to like improve my English, and also where I work now, we get a lot of not foreigners, but like refugees and stuff that needs help with stuff. Um, and they speak English, and I have to like learn new words like municipality. That's a weird word. I thought it was just like the county, but that's, we have like county and then municipality. Yeah. Okay. Wait, I kind of am glad I'm not the only one. So Pro Writing Ada calls you out for that a lot. Okay. Yay. I'm not the only one. That's good. Okay. Um so yeah, since I procrastinated like the whole first half of this sprint, I think I'm gonna find another one. I think we need to do a bit longer sprint. So I'm hoping, yeah, let's do a 25, because I need to get some focus and actually like do some pages. If I could do the whole of chapter 15 today, that would be good, but it's 10 pages, so we'll see. So yeah, okay, let's do a 25-minute sprint in 1, 2, 3, go. Woohoo! Second sprint done. How did you do? I got to page 6 out of 10. So I think with another sprint, another 25 maybe, I'm gonna finish chapter 15 today. So that's pretty good. Then I've done about a chapter a day since Sunday, I think. That's good. So yeah, I'm. I feel like there's a lot of grammar mistake, but that's fine. I didn't use much time to fix it in the second draft because I was focusing on the story of it and how to like actually make it a story. But I'm yeah, how to explain this? In Norwegian, we have two written languages. They're not very different at all, but they're different in the sense that they use different words for the same thing. And I'm writing. Most of Norway uses bokmål, one type, and then I think it's about 10% or maybe 6% even uses nynorsk, which is the other written language. I'm writing in nynorsk, and it's a little bit difficult because it's more limited in types of words, or they have words, but they're very old sounding. So I kind of want to use the bokmål words, but I can't. Not if I'm going to query the publishing houses that publish in nynorsk. And I'm trying that angle mostly because I love writing nynorsk. It's the written language that I grew up writing, but I also it's kind of tactic because it's like more of a niche market. So I'm hoping that not a lot of people write teen fantasy books in nynorsk. I can't find it anywhere, so hoping that might be like a selling point. But oh well. Let's see. Cookie, you are reading a very interesting book called Focus, and it's actually making you embrace your wandering mind. Who? Tell us your secrets. A mind adrift lets our creative juices flow. Absolutely. But then it's like, I have this problem. And I think a lot of people in our modern times have this problem where we keep our minds occupied every single second of the day. Because if you don't, you get like these thoughts, right? But you can also get like the creative stuff. Because I feel myself getting lost in the content, social media of it all, and basically using social media as like a distraction for not having to think. And that's fine for a little while, but yeah, we should like put time off to let our minds wander. So this is a paragraph from the book, I think. While our minds wander, we become better at anything that depends on a flash of insight, from coming up with imaginative wordplay to inventions and original thinking. Absolutely, I think so too. A Persian fairy tale tells of the three princes of serendipity, who were always making discoveries by accident and sagacity. Well, this is a new word for me, of things they were not in quest of. Creativity in the wild operates much like that. Cool. I like it. And also, you recently found the definition of serendipity and you really love it. An aptitude for making desirable discoveries by accident. How can you be apt at discovering something by accident? That's like a yin yang type of thing. I like it though. That's how you've operated, and that is how you want to continue operating. So you let your mind wander and let it find things by accident. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. I get that too. Like the best, or I think my best paragraphs have come when I just start writing, and in the beginning it's crap. It's like uh, I just have to like get my mind wandering and my mind flowing and see how it is in my head. And when that starts happening, when my mind wanders and I kind of just like continuously get it down on the page, that's when good things happen, I think. Jules, you're back again. Hello, hello. You've been texting your bestie to see how she's recovering from delivering her baby. Oh, congratulations to her. She's scheduled to get discharged later today. Awesome. Yeah, I think I was on a live stream where she hadn't um, delivered it yet. So, yay, that's good. Is she okay? I hope so. I think so, since she's getting discharged today. That's good. Yes, Rachel also noticed that you were excited about it. Jen, you got 775 words. Absolutely fantastic. Jules saying to Rachel that you are, and you're doing your best not to bother her, but you want more photos. Absolutely. It's kind of like my friend also had a baby like 7, 8 months ago, I think, and it was kind of like, have you had it yet? Have you had it yet? How about now? How are you? Try not to like bombard anyone with texts, but what can you do? um okay, yeah, here you got it. You were about to ask why I wanted to write for the smaller market, and yes, it's very much like the niche thing. Like I gotta I think I have like an easier way in, maybe. I could be totally wrong. I haven't even tried querying anything, and I don't even know the process of it. But yeah, there, and I've missed like uh, good books in Nynorsk. Is I don't think it's hard to come by now, but there isn't a lot of fantasy in Nynorsk. There's a lot of like contemporary, and that's totally fine. But what I like to read is fantasy, and I miss that. The only like big fantasy written in Nynorsk is from when I was a kid, uh, called Skammarens dotter. How's that? The daughter of the shamer. It's a really cool concept. It's like a this mother that she has like shamer's eyes, so she gets called when somebody has done a crime, and she's like, she looks them in the eyes and she's like, confess your sins and whatever, and they feel so much shame that they just blurt out their crime and stuff like that. And then her daughter has the same ability, and then they get like thrown into this like power struggle where used as a weapon and stuff like that. So That's really, really good. But that's like 20 years ago, easily. And I haven't like seen like a big fantasy thing in Norwegian since that. And that's originally like a Danish book. So I'm like, we need real Norwegian Ninos stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Uh, you're not really a writer though. I wouldn't say so. So you don't know how much of that is useful. I think it's very useful to like actually be aware of how your mind work and to actually let it wander sometimes, because I think that we often get caught up in like doing stuff and watching stuff and reading stuff and writing stuff that we forget to like stop and actually think about things. I I mean, I love walking my dog and listening to a podcast, but I feel that the the few times that I actually have like not uh, charged my headphones and stuff like that, and I actually just walk and think about stuff. I think a lot, and they are often good thoughts to have, but yeah, it's a goal to think more and let our minds wander, I think. Oh, good. Bestie is doing pretty well. She bled a good bit, and now her body is retaining water. Swelling likely to counteract that. Okay. The doctor has given her orders to eat red meat to help her recover the blood. This sounds like a vampire story or like a werewolf story. Hope she doesn't get home with like fur. Yes, I think so too. That the shamer's daughter is a really interesting concept. Mm. Yep. Yeah, it is. It's on Netflix, I think. The shamer's daughter. I think. I don't know if it's in English though. It's kind of good. The book is always better, of course, but I would actually recommend it to watch it. It's not a bad movie, and it has some pretty good Norwegian actors and some pretty good Danish actors. So yeah, I would I would watch it. Uh, Shamer's daughter kind of reminds you of the anime Code Geass. Is it the one, the her with the like neon green hair and the lelouch? Is that what it's called? My husband has watched a few episodes of that, I think, and I watched like one or two, like when he's been watching it. Uh, so I don't really know the concept, but he's like, uh, but isn't he more like mind control? I don't know. uh, oh, and you meant you don't know how useful it is to you guys as writers, especially when writing. I think it's very useful, especially when you're in like the brainstorming stage, uh, and like trying to come up with concepts and details and stuff like that. So I think it would be absolutely beneficial to let your mind wander when you're trying to figure out different possibilities and details and stuff. So yeah, thank you. Oh, cool. The trilogy, the I think it's 4 books though. I have them here. Just 1 second. You have the uh, first one, Shamer's daughter. It's a movie cover. I hate when they have movie covers because the original ones have such cool artwork. Uh, like this, it's drawn. So I need. I shouldn't, but I want like the original cover. This is like the movie cover. Don't like that. But oh, that was the fourth book. This is the second. the sign of shame, and then you have like the gift of the snake, and then the war of shame. Jeez, I want to read this now. Yeah, but yeah, highly recommend reading those. It has like northern ish, and also like if you like dragons, but not like the big winged dragons, but like the a little bit other. My words, they're escaping me. But yes. Okay, so I will write about the Code Geass one. See, I do know a little bit about anime. A little bit. Kind of a lot. I think I've watched all of One Piece, so then I consider myself that I know a little bit about anime. But yeah. Hello, Becca. Welcome. How are you today? I haven't caught up on all your videos yet, but the last time you were here, I think you were moving. Was it back to Toronto or from Toronto? I don't remember. Do it. Do it. I'm pushing my books on you. Or not my books, but good books on you. So you looked again, and there are 4 that are translated. There are only 4 in the series, I think. Excellent. Whenever I read excellent, I say it in your voice. Excellent. You can get the whole thing. Highly recommend. And yes, saying hello to Becca. Okay, so with that, I have 4 more pages, and then my chapter is done. That would be amazing to get done today. And then maybe I'm gonna read because I really want to now. This is the bad thing about me, because I have my comfort reads, right? The which are the things that I have on my bookshelf, and which I love reading, but I want to like challenge myself with. And if you were on my Instagram, a little about books, you saw like I bought like a tower of books from like a bookshop, and I want to challenge myself by reading stuff like The Secret Garden. Look, isn't it beautiful? Oh my god. Which are like more classic stuff like that, but then you also have like these quick, very cool reads that I know are enjoyable. So yeah, okay. Yeah, yes. Or I should not exaggerate in the. I've watched up until 1000 something hundred, I think. We haven't finished the Wano arc. We're like saving up so we can binge, because if you've seen some One Piece, then the pacing isn't always good. So if I have to watch a 20 minutes episode each week, where like maybe 10 minutes of that 20-minute episode is new content and not just rehashing of of the previous episode, then I would explode. So yeah. Espen, hello. Oh my god. Thank you for coming to my stream. Okay, so I know Espen in real life, so hello. I'm not just being weird, okay? So it's finally time to jump into my stream for a second during work. Love it. You're at work now? What are you doing? Like making sauce and soup and watching my stream? Because that would be cool. It's called a productivity stream after all. So yeah. Very good. Becca, no worries. You moved back to Toronto. Very good. Now you're just trying to finish this dang chapter. Same. We're in the same boat. Okay, I promise we're gonna start a sprint very soon, but it's so fun chatting. uh, Jules is asking Becca, what was your card for the day? You pulled the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. Ooh, feel that. Becca does not feel that. You need some of that antelope energy. You pulled the deer, which is be gentle with yourself. So you basically you're polar opposites today. So yeah. Hi, Gwynna. Any sprints left? Yes, we have one more before we uh, leave for the day. Yes, we're talking One Piece. Very good. Very good. I like it. Yeah. So we're no spoilers on the Wano arc, please, because we've come to like the second act. No, we've finished the second act. We're gonna start the third act once we have saved up enough to binge. But yeah, favorite characters, everyone in One Piece, uh, definitely Chopper. I had like a mural in my my last place. I drew a mural of Chopper on my wall. 1,000, yeah, 1,000 episodes. It's sick. It's been going for like, is it like 20 years or something? Yeah. Yes, exactly. You love One Piece, that's why you wait and binge watch. You speed through the recaps. Your college friends joke that you watched it at the speed of fast. Absolutely. But yeah, the recaps, like I'm like, okay, I watched this literally a minute ago. Uh and yeah. Yeah. It's basically you can cut off 5 minutes in the beginning and 5 minutes at the end. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Aspen, you're making soup and watching me. Cool. Keep doing it. ah. Jen saying hi to Gwynna. Saying hello to Gwynna. Varsågod. Yay. Saying hi back. Yes. Tony Chopper. Absolutely. Ah. Favorite character is probably Luffy, but that's honestly just his humor. Absolutely. It's like deadpan weirdness. Chopper and Zoro tied for second. I like Zoro too. Like, but I think that his like not any sense of direction is kind of overplayed. I'm like, oh god, he's gonna get lost again. It's funny, don't get me wrong, but it's used a lot. Hmm. Panda Man. Is there a Panda Man? There is a polar bear. But yeah, you have Panda Man as in Kuma. Is that what he's called? Like the poof guy. Okay, all of the characters. You can choose. Woo! Agree. There. Not to get into. Okay, I'm not gonna dive into this because then I just use all of my time. But where was my thoughts? My thoughts are disappearing. Yes, the characters. I think that if you're gonna like look at successful character arc building, look at characters in One Piece. I think they are continuously evolving and going through stuff and all of the things like that. And I love that because in often in animes, I think that if, for example, if you have Bleach, you just or Naruto, you just have that they get new attack things and basically just not evolve as characters. So yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of storytelling lessons to be learned from One Piece. Absolutely. Both examples of what to do and what not to do. Absolutely. Pacing is one of them, I think. What not to do. But that's also because they have to like not catch up to the manga and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, you just remember Panaman from the One Piece game. Oh, I didn't know there was a game. Cool. It's probably Kuma. I think so. Anyway, we're gonna jump into a new 25-minute one that will bring us almost exactly to the top of the hour. But then we have a few minutes to like do a recap or like brag about or whine about the uh, productivity that we got done today. Either or is fine. So yes. Okay. Let's do it. And if there were jumped in any newcomers, we're gonna count to three in Norwegian and kind of learn it as we go. So let's do it in ein, two, tre, go. Oh, gotta take the sound off. Not like the typewriter sound. Okay, go. Bring, bring. Oh, sorry. I'm going to turn off my music. I got totally lost in the moment there. Okay. That was our final sprint of the day. How did you do? I edited 10 pages, or for the whole stream, I edited 10 pages, 3,125 words, a lot of grammar mistakes, but that's also where I'm a little bit of a geek. So I like to find the correct type of word and stuff like that. But yeah, I like it. This is the first chapter where we see, because in my story there are animal human hybrids. So this is the first time we see like an animal transform, no, a human transforming or getting traits from their animal partner. So yeah, and it's cool. I like it. It's quite not gory, but like impressionable. Is that a word? So yeah, I like it. So this is where like the we're well and truly into the second act, and this is like where the, if you use the save the cat method, this is like where the hero is floundering and quite not quite fitting in and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely floundering, absolutely. Let's see what you guys said. We were talking about character growth in One Piece, and yes, Jules agree. There is dynamic character growth. Yes, please. We crave it. Needs it. Yes, Pandaman. Oh, okay. So the Easter egg character Pandaman, he's such an iconic piece of One Piece lore. I think, is this the, like in the background? You can find him in the background. Where um like you have like all the, like for example, all the people in the prison, and then you just see a panda man like in the background. I think I've seen him, but I don't know the lore behind him. So yes, okay, cool. I thought it was like the Kuma character. You're not a huge One Piece person. We forgive you. So you couldn't think of a fave character. Pandaman popped into your head. Oh well, I like it though. Becca, you didn't finish the chapter, but you are close. Very, very good. Ooh, Rachel! Oh my god, 915 words. You got into a groove. I like it. That's what we hope for in a stream like this. So yeah. Gwynna, you ate some yummy lunch and got almost everything set up for your work in progress. Very good. Like to hear it. So now you're like, you've prepared the stomach and thereby prepared or given the brain a protein boost. Is that what we'll call it? So yeah. Yay! Congrats, Rachel. And you've got this, Becca, says Gwynna. Absolutely. Jules, you're still working on the same scene, almost done with it now. Very good. This sounds like a productive sprint, and that's what we like to hear. Yes, him. Okay, then we're all on the same page. Very good. So yes. Okay. So my plan for next time. I have a live stream next Thursday too. So if I don't think I'm gonna make it, but if I at least do a chapter each weekday, then it would be Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So hopefully next time I will be on chapter 20. Then we're getting close. I have 35 chapters in my book, so that would be great, because then it would like just take me like 2-3 more weeks and I would finish. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's probably not gonna happen because suddenly life happens, so but it's a nice goal to have. Laura, hello, welcome. We're just about to wrap up though. uh, oh no. Rachel, thank you for the sprint. You're very welcome. You're going to grab food. Have a lovely rest of the week. You too. You deserve it. Laura, you were struck by the lightning of inspiration late last night for a book. Well, don't leave us hanging, please. That's just rude. Now I can't finish my stream until you've said that. So we'll just wait. Okay, so this was the last sprint because I'm feeling a little bit tired. As I said earlier, it was quite a long day at work today. And to quote the brilliant Charlie Dorset, remember, if you are out of spoons, you may have to do dishes before you get more. So I'm going to do some dishes on my body to get more mental spoons. Apparently, he said that in a stream of mine a long time ago, and I wrote it on a post-it and I have it on my wall, just to be like, okay, you have to like actually take care of yourself and actually like rest and stuff before you can do anything, because I mean, you can do it, but then it will just be with dirty spoons, and who wants that? I feel like this analogy kind of got a little out of hand, but oh well. Okay, so it's a short story collection of 7 or 8 stories, all based off the word fall, as in falling. Ooh, so like falling in love. That's where my mind goes, but it could be like, do you have like falling down a rabbit hole? And you're writing horror, so maybe like falling down a rabid hole. Yeah, I'm good at horror. Not really. But oh well. There will be scary drawings at the end of every story illustrating the horror finale. I like it. Go for it, Laura. I'd buy it. Okay. With that, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. As always, so much fun to talk to you guys, and actually got to challenge my like explanation skills in English today. That was pretty fun. So I'll be here next Thursday at the same time, 6 p.m. GMT plus 1. And yeah, if you want to check me out on Instagram, a little about books, where I post book stuff. And yeah. I just have to read this. Okay, so falling in a dream to wake up only to be falling in real life as well. Ah, yes. Worst feeling. Nightfall, the fall from social status, etc. I like it. Oh, it's 2 a.m. for you. Yeah, it was 12 a.m. Oh my god. I thought it was like 12 in the morning. You had fun hanging out. Okay, that's fun. That's good though. But get some sleep. So yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you hopefully next Thursday. And